morning and a very warm welcome. You are watching JanataTelevision and this is the English Bulletin with me, Anustha Acharya. The top stories first. Nepali Congress maintains its lead in local polls and sees ahead with 322 wins against 200 of second-placed UML. Minister Uma Regmi commits for amendment of laws to investigate rape cases. Regmi suggests removing the provision of time limit. Government urges public to be cautious about danger of monkeypox. Health Ministry suggests everyone to maintain personal hygiene. Deadly flood causes havoc in Bangladesh and India. Dozens of dead and thousands of stranded. An amateur Wang Chen leads on opening round of Surya Nepal Premier Golf Championship. Total of 54 players taking part in the tournament. And now the news in detail. The Election Commission has said that the vote count of the recently held local election is in the final phase. So far, Nepali Congress has emerged victorious in most of the contested areas, securing an overwhelming 322 seats. UML is distant second with 200 wins, followed by CPN Maoist Center securing victory in 120 local units. CPN Unified Socialist has just secured 18 seats in the local units, while JSP has won 29 seats. Similarly, Loktantrik Samajwadi Party has secured 16 seats and Rashtriya Prajatantra Party has won 4 seats. Among other 5 metropolitan cities, independent candidate Balain Shaha has leading the vote count in Kathmandu metropolis since the beginning. As per the latest update, Shaha has secured 48,922 votes against 30,025 votes of his nearest rival Srijana Singh of Nepali Congress. Another mayoral candidate, Kesav Sthapit of CPN UML, is third in the race with 29,259 votes. In other remaining 4 metropolitan cities, coalition partners have been leading the vote count. Nepali Congress is leading in Lalitpur while Maoist is ahead in Bharatpur. Likewise, JSP is leading in Birganj and CPN Unified is ahead in Pokhara. Minister for Women, Children and Senior Citizens Uma Regmi has expressed her commitment to take immediate initiative to amend the necessary laws to investigate the issues of rape of girls and women. At a meeting of a Women and Social Affairs Committee at Singhadarbar on Monday, Minister Regmi said that she would immediately take initiative to amend the law to remove the limit time for investigation of rape cases against women. She said that she plans to hold internal discussions in the ministry and consult with the law ministry immediately. She further added that she was not in favor of legal protection of such perpetrators, adding that in the past such offenders were released on the grounds that they would not be traced. Minister Regmi also opened that it would be appropriate to go through an ordinance to remove the existing legal provision of the time limit. Likewise, Minister for Law, Justice and Parliamentary Affairs Govind Prasad Sharma said that the government was committed to immediately amend all the laws that would make it difficult to prosecute the perpetrators of crimes such as rape. Stating that there are many points that needed to be amended in the Constitution, Minister Sharma said that she has requested the Law Commission to give a necessary suggestion for that. Executive Chief of Nepal Tourism Board Dr. Dhananjaya Regmi said that the contribution of tourism entrepreneurs to the GDP has been less as the money from the sale of packages by tourism entrepreneurs come from outside the banking channels. He said that while welcoming the newly appointed board members, new working committee members of NATA and Vitov on behalf of the Tourism Board on Monday. He said that the contribution of the tourism sector has been declining as 70% of the packages purchased online by tourists are deposited in foreign accounts. Chief Executive Officer Regmi said that the tourism sector contributes 7 to 10% to the country's gross domestic products and such amounts should come to Nepal through banking channels to maintain that contribution. Chief Regmi said that the board was working to solve the problems since in tourism after COVID. He said that the recent increase in tourist arrivals in Nepal has raised hopes that tourism will return to normal soon. This is Janata Bulletin. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back. After the break, we continue with other national news. The government yesterday confirmed 11 new cases of COVID-19 across the country. According to the Ministry of Health and Population, the number of active cases of COVID-19 has dropped to 150 after 9 people recovered from the disease. So far, a total of 979,062 people have tested positive for the virus in Nepal, while 966,962 people have already recovered. No new death from the virus was reported yesterday. The death toll from the virus remains constant at 11,951. Nepal is currently among top 65 countries affected by coronavirus. USA tops the list with 84.98 million cases, followed by India with 43.13 confirmed cases. The virus has infected more than 526.99 million people worldwide and has claimed over 6.29 million lives. The government has urged the general public to take special precautions regarding the potential risk of spreading the monkeypox, stating that there is a potential danger in Nepal as monkeypox infection is spreading in the world at present. The government has urged the public to stay cautious against the disease and adopt necessary health precautions. Dr. Samir Kumar Adhikari, joint spokesperson for the Ministry of Health and Population, said that one should pay attention to one's personal hygiene and stay in quarantine to avoid the infection of monkeypox. According to him, Nepali nationals and foreign nationals coming from abroad should stay in a mandatory quarantine for at least 2 weeks. These people should not touch anything outside, and if touched, it should be cleaned immediately with soap and water. Similarly, Adhikari mentioned that the government has already taken necessary steps to prevent the spread of monkeypox and has stepped up surveillance at border points. He also said that necessary decision would be taken on the basis of technical suggestions received in regular contact with the Central, Regional and Office of the World Health Organization (WHO) in Nepal. The government is set to form a team to forward the process to get a 275 million loan from the World Bank, a report. Minister for Communications and Information Technology and spokesperson to the government Gyanendra Bahadur Karki informed about the decision of the Council of Ministers on Monday. Karki said that they have decided to form a negotiating team to take loan assistance of around Rs 33 billion from the World Bank for Transport and Trade Growth Program. He also said that the government has decided to accept a grant of $6.8 million from the Swiss government for the reintegration project for those returning from foreign employment. According to spokesperson Karki, the government has decided to approve the delegation of National Planning Commission member Dr. Dil Bahadur Gurung to participate in the 78th season of the UNSCAP project in Bangkok, Thailand from May 23 to 27. Similarly, he informed that it has been decided to give approval to make Nepal Rashtra Bank Note Laundering Regulation 2079. Spokesperson Karki said that the government has promoted Deputy Inspector General of Armed Police Narayan Datta Paudel to the post of Additional Inspector General of Armed Police. The government has decided to promote Deputy Inspector General for the Government Police Basanta Kumar Lama to the post of Additional Inspector General of the Police. The government has approved a delegation led by Secretary at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs Bharat Raj Paudel to participate in the meetings of the tripartite consultation mechanism with Norway and Finland on June 1 and 2. Spokesperson Karki also said that it has been decided to represent Nepal in the Stockholm Convention under the leadership of the Foreign Minister.
वैदेशिक रोजगारीबाट फर्केकाहरूको पुनः एकीकरण आयोजनाका लागि स्विजरल्यान्ड सरकारबाट प्राप्त हुने स्विस फ्र्याङ्क 6.8 मिलियन करिब 86 करोड 13 लाख अनुदान सहायता स्वीकार गर्ने प्रहरी नायब महानिरीक्षक बसन्त कुमार लामालाई नेपाल प्रहरीको जनपद प्रहरीको समूहको प्रहरी अतिरिक्त महानिरीक्षक पदमा बढुवा गर्ने।
Spokesperson Karki said that the government has approved the Formation Order 2078 regarding land survey of Vedkot municipality of Kanchanpur district. Similarly, the government has approved Forest Regulation 2079 and has given in principle approval for the construction of Surkhet Periganga Ramghat Airport. Now the news from economic front. A session of the National Assembly, the upper house of the Federal Parliament, approved 8 different ordinances on Monday. The ordinances approved included the Social Security First Amendment Ordinance, 2022 Acid and Other Harmful Chemical Substances Regulation Ordinance 2022, the Nepal Police and Province Police Operations Supervision and Coordination First Amendment Ordinance 2022, the Medicine Third Amendment Ordinance 2022, the Health Professionals and Health Institutions Security First Amendment Ordinance 2022, the Ordinance amending some acts related to criminal offence and criminal Procedures 2022, the Ordinance amending some acts against sexual violence 2022, and the Railway Ordinance 2022. The meeting unanimously approved all these 8 ordinances. At the conclusion of the meeting, National Assembly Chairperson Ganesh Prasad Timosina directed the lawmakers to be present in the Federal Parliament's Assembly Hall at the designated time for 4 p.m. Tuesday, May 24, as President Vidyadevi Bhandari is scheduled to address the joint session of the Federal Parliament and present the policies and programs of the government for the fiscal year 2022-23. The National Assembly will next meet at 6 p.m. on Tuesday. Time for a short break here at Janata Bulletin. Stay tuned for international news. Welcome back. Now the international news. Days of heavy rainfall and flooding have left dozens dead and tens of thousands stranded in many parts of Bangladesh and neighboring India. In the northeastern Sylhet region of Bangladesh, floodwaters breached a major embankment inundating dozens of villages and killing at least 10 people, local media reports said on Sunday. More than 150 roads in the region were completely submerged, cutting off many areas and causing massive damage to the infrastructures, Bangladesh Daily Star newspaper reported. In some areas, the floodwater had started receding on Sunday, but many rivers were still flowing above danger levels. Villagers said that they had lost their homes and crops due to the flooding. Floods are common in low-lying areas of Bangladesh, but experts say they are becoming more ferocious and frequent due to climate change. Over the border in India, some 50 people have been killed in days of flooding, landslides and thunderstorms, according to local disaster management authorities, as reported by Al Jazeera. U.S. Defense Secretary Lloyd Austin said that some 20 countries had announced new security assistance packages for Ukraine during a virtual meeting with allies on Monday that was aimed at coordinating arms of Kyiv, as reported by Al Jazeera. The countries that announced new packages, including Italy, Denmark, Greece, Norway, and Poland, Austin told reporters following a meeting of the Ukraine Defense Contact Group. Denmark would provide a Harpoon launcher and missiles to defend Ukraine's coast. Austin said, "Everyone here understands the stakes of this war," Austin said. You are watching Janata Bulletin, and now the latest from the world of sports. Amateur Wangchuan Thondup took the lead on Monday after the opening round of the Surya Nepal Premier Gold Championship, the season-ending event of the Surya Nepal Golf Tour 2021 and 22. Wang Chen guarded 7 under 65 to take 3 strokes lead over Bhuvan Nagar Koti, Ravi Khadka and Neeraj Tamang, who all guarded 4 under 68 at the Gokarna Golf Club. Sukra Bahadur Rai, amateur Sadbhav Acharya and Mahendra Phagami are at 3 under 69. Ram Magar and 13th South Asian Games double gold medalist Subhas Tamang are the 2 under 70. Paspati Sharma, Dal Bahadur Lama, Bhuvan Kumar Roka, Bal Bahadur Rai, Purna Prasad Sharma, Ramkrishna Shrestha and Indian amateur golfer Arav Dr. Shaha are at 1 under 71. A total of 43 professional golfers and 11 amateur are taking part in the tournament. The event carries the highest cash prize of the season with rupees 1.461 million. Winner of the event will bag rupees 250,000. The runner-up will earn rupees 155,000 and third position holder will get rupees 110,000. Others in the 21 places will also earn prize money. The cut for top 21 professionals and 6 amateur and those scoring within the pro cut score will be after 36 holes. We are at the end of Janata Bulletin and the headlines once again. Nepali Congress maintains its lead in local polls and sees ahead with 322 wins against 200 of second place UML. Minister Uma Regmi commits for amendment to laws of investigate rape cases. Regmi suggests removing the provision of time limit. Government urges public to be cautious about danger of monkeypox. Health Ministry suggests everyone to maintain personal hygiene. Deadly flood causes havoc in Bangladesh and India. Dozens of dead and thousands of stranded. And amateur Wang Chen leads on opening round of Sudan Nepal Premier Golf Championship. Total of 54 players taking part in the tournament. And that's all from the English News Desk for today. You can follow Janata Television and our programs on various social media platforms, including on our website janatasamachar.com. Keep watching Janata Television. Namaste.